Greetings. Today is January the 27th, 2021. My name is Brother Leroy Shabazz. I'm an emergency management practitioner in the city of Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm going into my 11th year dealing with disaster preparedness and emergency management, particularly in regards to the Black community, particularly urban areas. I want to say in this 11th year that it's very unfortunate that I have to say this, that a lot of Black people are going to end up in FEMA camps. That's a reality. And a lot of people are going to end up dead. I hate to say that, but a lot of things have not gotten done that should have been done. And it's a very unfortunate situation. There are some ways to deal with this, and I'll deal with that in a future video. But what I want to do today, and let me give you an example of what I mean by people being in a situation where they'll go to FEMA camps and die. In 2014, when our search team, our community emergency response team, connected with the Metropolitan Housing, Cincinnati Metropolitan Housing, we connected with them for disaster preparedness in relationship to a potential power grid failure and trying to deal with public housing in case something like that happened. And what happened was they agreed with working with us because they knew that if the power grid goes down, then within 2 weeks, they won't be able to keep the people that live in metropolitan housing in there with no water, no electricity. So there are plans to take them somewhere, and nobody knows where they're going. Actually, somebody does know where they're going because these plans have already been laid. And so what I want to do is I want to introduce you to this YouTube site. And I want you to do some studying so I can come back and give you some really more powerful information. This is really deep what I'm going to tell you right now, so you really need to look at it really closely for yourself. I just talked about a power grid failure, and there are 2 videos on my site that clearly tell you that this video here and this video here on the smoking guns section tell you clearly that there's going to be a power grid outage. Okay, I clearly want you to understand that this YouTube site, I want you to make sure you get the correct address. It's CEFEMAP space news. This is a website that I put together using YouTube. And YouTube is, I've only dealt with putting a channel together for the last couple of days. And this is a powerful media to get points across. And this is one of the reasons that the problems are going to escalate, because technology like this and the fact that you have your descendants of American slavery right now who are asking for reparations, there's so much pressure being pushed upon us that plans are about to come against us in a powerful manner. Let me give you an example, because I want you to go to this YouTube site and I want you to look at particularly 2 videos, okay, and that'll get you going. If you look at this YouTube site, right, these are called playlists, right, and I've got several playlists here, and those playlists, I tried to lay them out where they give you some really nice follow the pattern. But let me tell you, I want you to look at 2 particular videos. This particular video on the smoking gun section is called the 2021 Smoking Gun. That video proves that the plans for the CARES Act were written a whole year before they even heard about coronavirus. A whole year before you heard about coronavirus in December of 2019. In January of 2020, they labeled it a pandemic. A whole year before that, the CARES Act was introduced into the Congress. I verified this myself. So look at the video. See that things are going on that you really may not understand, but you really need to understand them, because white supremacy is coming. And another video I really want you to look at is immediate action concerns. Now, this is a video called Disaster and Emergency Management in Black America 2020. Now, this video on immediate action concerns is a video that I did. It does have some problems, some audio problems toward the middle of it when I'm trying to tell you that the Constitution is going to be suspended and the nation can be divided up into 10 FEMA regions with regional governments. There's no Constitution, there's 10 regional governments, and this video, again, it does have some audio problems in a certain section, but there is more information in there about what's going on than you really could probably comprehend. Again, I'm just trying to get you started on a track to understand what's going on. I'm not going to belabor these points. I've said really what I really needed to say. The 2 videos I want you to check out. There are 2 other sites that I have out there, and I'll bring them up real quick. This site right here is called CECERT.org. And the importance of this site right here is just to let you know that we've been around for a while. You can look that site over and check it out and see what it's about. Particularly, I just want you to check out some of the little photo gallery that kind of let you know that we've been around. Show you that we've been working in the community here in Cincinnati. Another website I want you to check out, FEMAP.news, because this is after some things happened in 2017 that, and you'll figure this out when you look at that video that I made on Black America, because it tells you that in 2017, a lot of things changed. So they kind of shut the CERT program down because there's a whole lot of white supremacy going on. There's a whole lot of racism in this system. And again, that video talks about why a white police officer could kill a black person and what that's all about. So again, I got the FEMAP.news site. You can check that out. Matter of fact, and I'm pretty much closing out here. I got some on there on FEMAP.news called support documents. And if you go to support documents, this right here, this first document right here is a 15-page report that I did in 2015. It's a heavy-duty report. I sent it to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I sent it to District Chief. He was a district chief at the time who helped us, fire chief that helped us in Cincinnati. I sent him a copy, and I sent Pastor Damon Lynch a copy at New Prospect Baptist Church. If you are a thinker, download this document and read it. And one other thing that I want you to check out, because a lot of black people in leadership positions are playing us cock. They playing us where we can just get mowed over. I tell you, if you're living in public housing, 50% of you are probably going to end up in some terrible situations. Again, because if you don't have nowhere to go, they got someplace to take you. If you're on Section 8 and when the grid goes down, you're in a bad situation if you don't have the ability to overcome 2 weeks of chaos. Again, those points about that grid, you will find out about those if you went to, again, the smoking gun section. I got 2 videos over here to talk about that grid situation. One of them is the former Homeland Secretary, Janet Napolitano, and she says it's an imminent reality that the grid is going down. So why are people not listening? I'm gonna close with this. When I teach a FEMA course, CERT course, as a program coordinator, there are 3 things in the books that I need to tell you about what causes disaster. There's natural disasters, hurricane, earthquake, tornado, mudslide. There are technological disasters, chemical plant explosion, oil tank spill, train derailment, and then there are man-made or intentional disasters. When I teach them out of the book, if you looked in the book, it would just say terrorism and war. But let me tell you something very clearly. White supremacy is a very, very serious form of warfare. And they're playing it out right now in such a manner that, again, we're going to be like frogs in that boiling pot, just sitting there, and before you know it, we'll be dead. And again, this is not a doomsday. Let me close out with this. This is not a doomsday reality. We, as Black people in America, have to go through our 400 years and go through some stuff. The dry bones ain't moving. We ain't coming together. So we're going to have to go through some stuff, and we're going to come out of it really good. Matter of fact, the things that I need to put out here as a trainer to put into the community, using the CERT program, will actually create situations where youth are learning about ham radio and electronics and things like that. We can come out of this quicker than not quicker. We can come out of here quick, and this process quick, or we can end up in a really dire situation. So I hope I have covered some very interesting things to you. I hope you actually go check out the YouTube site. Again, I've laid everything out so you can follow a progression of things and get a good understanding. COVID-19 is very important. The people in the Nation of Islam, the students in the Nation of Islam, were warned by Minister Farrakhan not to take that vaccine, and we're not. And if they try to force it on us, it's war. I mean, war. I will kill somebody if they try to put a needle in my arm and we're not ready for that medication that they're putting in our arms. Again, what the minister said, and again, though that information is on a matter of fact, I got it right here. Special Advisory, a critical community investigation of COVID-19. It's deep stuff right there. This brother did some investigation, Dr. Wesley Muhammad. I can go on and on, but thank you for your time, and I hope you do actually go check out the YouTube. I hope you actually subscribe, like and subscribe, so that I can actually start moving this stuff and getting whatever benefits that you do when you start building up your audience. I want to come to you with some more deep information and have it really where it's workable for you. Again, my name is Brother Leroy Shabazz. Thank you for your time. Have a peaceful day. Hey, I just had to cut back in here to give you some logical follow-up here to what I'm doing. Once a week, every Monday, I'm going to update a video, even if I just do it myself and throw it on FEMAP.news. So on FEMAP.news, I'll have a page where you can actually go look at current activity or current updates, something like that. So you'll see this original video, and then each week after that, so you won't be able to not follow up with what we got going on. Thanks. Peace.